This is AI Buddy Landell, and you're about to listen to Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. So stop working yourself into a shoot you numbnuts. This show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Don't be a dumbass and get offended by anything on this show. And if you do get offended, that's a you problem. Before I throw it to the fellas for another banger of an episode, shout out to all the BTT patrons who keep this show going, including the largest Patreon contributors, Disrespectfully, Classy, Mark E. Blassie, Joe Ice, Good Old Justin, and the Token Smurfette and John Potts. Now, enjoy this Outlaw Mud Show podcast. Remember, if it don't snow, it don't go. And be blessed and be a blessing, pal.
Woo, Missy, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man.
This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend.
This is a one-man gang.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know,
don't you dare miss
the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper on Booking the Territory.
Booking the Territory.
Booking the Territory, unprofessional wrestling podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast, where tonight we are covering WCW Saturday Night on TBS from May the 21st, 1994. If you're listening to this on YouTube, take that hype button to Pound Town, and if you're listening on only if you're listening on the YouTube app on your mobile device. But otherwise, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on a video, type a comment or two with what you like or didn't like about the episode. It helps the channel grow. Especially that new hype button. That sucker works wonders. That's what she says, at least. I'm sitting here with Doc and Not Hard Body Harper. We had to move things around. A lot going on personally. And Harper was going to join us, but his internet is out tonight. And we are coming up against the gun. We need to get this recorded so it can be ready for that Thursday drop or Wednesday on YouTube. So unfortunately, Harper can't make it. And it's just Doc and I. So sorry to disappoint you all if you were waiting for the superstar. But next week, he'll be back on Patreon when we do Slamboree. At least that is the plan. Doc, on that note, how are you?
I think we're all going to die soon.
I hope not.
Well, there's a big ice storm coming in and it's going to kill us, Mike.
I hope not.
Yeah, it's true. Or maybe you do hope. Maybe this is the way out. This is our way out.
I don't want to freeze to death. Let's be clear. I don't know if that.
Well, there's lots of other ways you could die. You could walk outside and a frozen tree could just like fall on you, and then you're done that way.
Not that that's what I want to happen, but freezing to death seems pretty miserable.
It does. It does. Better than burning up, though. Burning alive. That sounds awful too.
Neither would be appropriate if you ask me, but okay.
Yeah, I'd rather die getting a blowjob or something, right?
I had a friend used to say that. He's like, man.
Yeah. Now you have two.
He's like, man, if I had a heart attack getting me one of those, I'd be and that's how I went. So be it.
Why not? Well, hey, we got a big snow or ice storm coming our way this weekend. And by the time people hear this, we'll either already be through it or dead or whatever. We'll see. Lots of ice and snow coming our way. We're not equipped for it. We can't handle it. People are making runs on the grocery store. I'm sure our tragically hip Canadian Football League fans up there are just laughing at that. But it's true, man. The bread's gone. Toilet paper's gone. Just the stores, the shelves are bare. I've already bought beer. I'm ready. I don't know. Are you ready? Are you going to the store tomorrow? What's going on?
I don't. My wife and mother-in-law went this morning. I don't get the run on toilet paper. That's the one that I'm like, what is wrong with people?
They're stupid. I've been telling you that for like 10 years, so I don't know what you want me to say.
I get the water, kinda, But even then,
I got the two things I need to get through this ice storm:
beer and water.
beer and firewood.
Oh man.
That's it.
Yeah, I hear you. So hopefully, boy, we're not supposed to get above freezing for like 5 days. So
No, Steve, you're lying to people. It's 65 hours. That's like 2 2/3 days. The big problem we have, Mike, and this is the most serious thing, is that we got NFL championships this weekend. And if we lose power, that makes that get difficult.
I have a small generator.
Oh, really? I'll be over. What time?
Yeah, navigate that across ice. I want to see that.
We can get together and watch some football and maybe the first UFC thing on TV and just, fellowship.
Sure, as the kids say. All right, man. Well, like I said, unfortunately, Harper can't be here because
he was on, but like every time he spoke, it cut out and his internet went away. And he said a bunch of words that we can't repeat on this airwave, and said, "Y'all gonna have to do this without me." So we're doing it without him.
And then he's moving over the next 4 days, which by that point,
I have a feeling that has something to do with this, but I didn't want to say it, and I didn't want to pour fuel on that fire.
Well, he's about to move, so we couldn't do it tomorrow. We can't do it any of the other.
We're not going to have power this weekend. We're going to be trying to stay alive.
He's moving. We're not, after tonight, he's unavailable for 4 days. And by that point, that's when the show's supposed to come out. So, yeah, it just, we couldn't make it happen.
Why didn't you call Crockett?
Don't make me text him.
I mean, he's in the bullpen always.
Yeah.
Getting ready for some me time.
Hold on. Let me see.
Uh-oh.
Jump on Teams. Let's record.
Let's see if that happens.
Let's see if
I don't think I've ever talked to him.
Let's record.
I ever talked to him?
And I are recording, and Harper couldn't make it. He's not. I guarantee you, he's gonna tell me. He's gonna tell me he can't make it. His kids are younger than yours, so that's that's not gonna happen.
Where does he stay at?
New England area.
With the Bruins got a game tonight, so he can't jump on. I get it.
Crockett is not like a. You haven't listened to Harper just rake him over the coals and just go nuclear on him about sports. He's not a Red Sox fan, not a Patriots fan, like not a Bruins fan. Harper's like, what the hell you do? like you can't have a life wrestling if you don't watch any of that stuff.
It's true. That's what I think about the people I live with in this house, because they get all mad about sports. And I'm like, that's y'all's problem.
Times when people at work tell me they don't watch any sports, like not even one, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to talk to you about.
You and I have nothing to talk about now.
Right.
Because you and I, our first conversations were about football. And then it was like, well, I think I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw now that Monday night. And he's like, oh, you watched that too? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And then, there you go. But, that's our first date. I don't know about everybody else.
But, like, I'm just thinking, how you're better at this than me at work. You know how you got these people who it's the small talk thing. And I'm like,
you can't do small talk with people you like.
I'm so not interested in small talk.
If I send you a message during the day and I don't have blood coming out of my eyes, you're like, dude, why are you doing this? And I'm like, I'm just tired of working and wanted to say hi or something.
9 times out of 10, I'm doing the Kerry Von Erich, more work than the job requires. Yeah.
That's your problem. You need to get into management.
But That's the issue. But okay, the real quick story, and then we'll get into the wrestling. Well, I got a 5-star review, but then we'll get into the wrestling.
I got it pulled up.
Okay. So my son, I had to drop him off because he had a little car trouble, so he was getting his car repaired, and we had to go get the rental because he's got rental coverage if his car was out of business. So go with him to the rental, and we drop him off and waiting for them to get the rental to come out. And he starts talking about people at work. And he's like, man, I hate dealing with people at work. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, man, all the small talk. He's like, they start telling you about how their weekend was and this and that. And he literally goes, I don't care. And he's so right. He's like, I don't give a damn what Debbie did this weekend. Who gives a shit?
Unless Debbie's doing me, who gives a shit?
Yeah. I'm not saying that, but that it was just funny because I'm like, welcome to the workforce, pal.
Your son, you're all grown up.
Yeah. Funny stuff.
That's nice.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. I mean, here's the thing. Football shows up every year on time, as delivered, as promised. It doesn't say no. It doesn't have a headache. It doesn't blah, 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 blah. So don't get mad when you want to do something and I'm loyal to who's loyal to me, which is the NFL. Been around since I was a little boy. I started watching it when I was a little boy. It's still there today, and I will argue it is one of the few things in our lives that's either just as good or better than it's ever been.
Yeah, you just can't work yourself into a shoot with it.
Well, you just have to appreciate the work.
Yeah, because none of it's real.
Well, it is when it's happening to you.
No, and none of it's real. None of it.
None of it?
No.
Not just a little bit?
Nope. I used to say it was partially real. All the work.
So when Caleb Williams runs back 26 yards and heaves it in the air, that was pass interference on offense, but they just decided not to call it?
Yep.
Okay. That was in the
string on the
script,
football too, guiding it to the receiver.
Okay. I want to make sure what we're dealing with here.
After 2019 NFC Championship game, there's no way it's on the up and up.
I'm going to tell you what I told the family about the college championship. My mother-in-law comes over the next day. What'd you think of that last night? I said, and you could tell she's got something that's bothered her about this. And I'm like, I didn't care who won. And it was but I wanted to see what happened. And it was a hard-hitting, close game to the last minute. I was entertained.
Oh yeah, it was entertaining.
And as long as you know that I'm not going to go as far as you and go the script, but as long as you remember that it's an entertainment product more than it is an athletic endeavor, you're going to be just okay.
It's an athletic endeavor that's entertainment.
It's a TV show as much as it is a football game, just like Raw ain't a wrestling show, it's a TV show.
It's just too much weird stuff that happens, bro, that I just can't put past me nowadays. I can't put it out of my mind. Like I said, I watch it because that's the other thing I hear from listeners. They go, man, for somebody who says that they don't care anymore, yeah, but you still watch it. Yes,
it's entertaining.
It's entertaining. I just don't take it as serious as I used to. You know, I'm not working. Put it this way: there was a day and time in my fandom when I'd work myself into a shoot over a loss. Them days gone, bro. They gone.
I was in a bad mood all day Monday if we lost, and some of Tuesday.
Oh my god!
Unless, you know.
Yeah, but them days are gone, man. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm not like that anymore, bro. Enough said, bro.
No, hey,
you imagine D-Man during that game? Man, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Here's the thing, bro. Look, I mean, if Miami gave Indiana a fight, don't you think that Notre Dame, my Fighting Irish, would have beat Indiana? I mean,
no.
Look, bro, Miami was right there, and Notre Dame is a better team than Miami. I don't care what they say. Play them man up in their stadium. Enough said, bro.
I got a question for you. Well, let me clarify. I got a question for Menace.
I don't give a shit what that fucking Harper likes to say. Stick to being a stooge.
Did you like that message that I sent him the other day?
I don't even remember which one it was.
Something about if Harper could stop being a stooge for a minute, maybe we could record on time or something.
Oh, God.
How did that Miami team that almost won the national championship come to Dallas and lose to SMU?
That's a good question.
And we love on this show, we love the Ponies. They're a local team here. We love the Ponies. We want Lance to be happy. But that don't make any sense to me.
Bro, 1 second y'all talking about it being a work, the next second you dogs asking a question about how did Miami lose to SMU? Come on, bro, which one is it?
It's only a work when the bets were involved in the smaller games.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that goes to show you, man. It's like, well, one, Carson Beck is very inconsistent. That's number one. When you ask that question. He
brings his porn star to every game. That seems pretty consistent.
Whatever. I'm just saying. I mean.
Do you like that girl? You see her in the stands?
Who are you talking about?
His porn star girlfriend.
Which one? They kept showing like numerous women in the stands. They showed so many. Bro, they showed so many coyotes in the stands during that game. That was what I wanted to ask Harper about tonight, but he couldn't make it because of his internet and he's moving. But no, I don't think I committed that to memories. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. How about that 5-star review?
Well, let's read that. We got one that says great. Well, hold on. It just reloaded on me here, but it says great in all caps. So I love being yelled at in reviews. So we are with Cody Meek 88. He keeps sending them in, right?
That's fine with me. Yeah, it's about his third or fourth one. Yep.
I bet he's over there spamming the hype button too. And in this, he says, sure. Hype, hype, hype. Listen to Harper talk about old popcorn is great. Also, when said Miss Harper getting 5 guys.
All right. I never thought that until I read that review. That does sound funny. You know what I'm saying?
That's an old joke.
I'm just saying. Like, I wasn't even thinking about it when he said it, but I read the review. I was like, wait, that's kind of funny. I don't know. Hey, I've been getting.
I have a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
How the fuck is it baseball season and yet we're getting a 2-hour episode of This Saturday Night that's joined in progress?
Well, when's the strike start?
At the All-Star break or thereabouts.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess there's just no Braves baseball tonight on TBS.
That shit is some shit.
Don't you like wrestling? Why are you complaining?
1,000% that when I pull this up, I don't get the first match watch before somebody's asking me something or trying to get me to do something. And so getting an hour episode means I get interrupted 4 times versus a 2-hour episode, which is 8 times, sometimes more than 8, because then they get on a roll and just keep it coming. And then, I'm on my 5th or 6th viewing of Slamboree, and I ain't done yet.
It's like and it's always a problem you have to solve. Because it happens to me every time I start an episode. I hit play, Get it
Hey, the
fired
garbage
up.
disposal's not working. Can you come fix it right now?
There you go. There you go.
Did you get an Allen wrench and go
Matter
under
of
there?
fact,
No,
when
I don't know what that is. I need you to do it.
when I started watching this one, the air fryer in the kitchen, I started smelling something smoking.
Did we clean it out first?
No. The outlet caught on fire and it tripped the breaker. Now,
Seems
it
like we
tripped
need to
it,
call an electrician.
tripped it quick enough that it didn't catch the house on fire, obviously.
Yeah, that's
But I
whatever.
get yelled. I hit play. I'm just getting into it. I got to get up and go see what's going on. That was about a 45-minute detour into, okay, it tripped the breaker. Let me check this outlet out. Let me make sure the breaker's all the way off. I took the plate off, immediately saw this. The plug on the inside was toasted. The outlet was toasted, and realized, okay, I'm going to have to replace the outlet. But
Now,
all that I just
you
described, trying to figure it out, was about 30 minutes just between trying to figure out what my mother-in-law, I was trying to figure out if she did anything she wasn't supposed to do.
right, because once they get older, that shit starts.
Bruh.
You start getting Olivia Soprano running over people in the driveway, like incidents all over the place.
Yeah. But anyway, okay.
Do you get this? Do you get the old where do you watch these episodes? In your little cave or where do you?
Sometime in a cave, sometime I'm in the living room.
Okay, so do you ever get this one? Are they something crazy's going on? And they'll be like, "What are you watching over there? What the fuck do you think I'm watching? What's the only thing I get to watch on my phone like this? 35-year-old wrestling."
I don't get that, but I do get from my wife nonstop. She walks in, she'll see, because I have to do it on my computer because I got to put the note, take the, I'm taking notes online on the computer, and instead of just writing them down. And she sees me with the earbuds in, and the question always is, "What are you doing?" And I look at her like the same thing I'm always doing when I got this computer propped open and with earbuds in, because I don't watch TV on my computer. Like I don't.
Have you noticed this? Broads don't like it when you have earbuds in the house, but they can wear earbuds in, and that's okay.
So I don't really wear mine in the house. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, I'll have like one in.
Oh, I can't do that.
So
that's a black people thing.
So if somebody stops me, like if she's yelling for me for something, or one of the kids wants something, I can hear. Now my kids have that bad. They got that problem real bad.
Like, I can do it, but I get offended when I want to talk to you and you can't hear me, but I'm walking around listening to my book while I clean the house.
Okay.
I don't give a shit what you do, but why is it a problem when I do it?
Gotcha.
That equality thing is a motherfucker when you really apply it equally.
Okay. All right.
I've about had it, man. This ice storm, we're all going to be locked up in this house together, man. It's a simmering situation, man. I don't want to use the French person's last name, the Canadian guy's last name that sounds French, but I'm just saying.
Dude, you sound like JR. It's a chaotic situation here.
We got. This particular situation. This particular situation is a volatile situation.
It's like when I'm telling you, it's like when Jim Ross would always say, "You've
got four people who do not get along."
Oh man.
Well, maybe we should talk about some wrestling since we can't ever seem to watch it, and this is our safe haven to have me time.
All right, I got the video version going. So if you're only watching the video version on Patreon, Harper is moving this weekend. His internet is down right now, and we could not get him on tonight to do this. And by the time this airs, it'll be time for this episode to drop. So that is why Harper's not here. We hope to have him back next week for Slamboree. This week's episode was taped. This is May the 21st, but it was taped on, wait for it, April the 21st. at center stage. So second half of the taping from that day. Before we get into this show was basically a commercial, in my opinion, for the pay-per-view. And I'll go to you in a second and get your thoughts on it. We kind of talked about it a second ago or a little while ago. Maybe that was when Harper was on, before he kept cutting out. There's a Slamboree Control Center segment on many of the big matches on the show throughout this episode. So it literally felt like almost like an infomercial. They definitely were trying to sell the pay-per-view, and they were definitely running the clock out on this 2-hour episode. Did you kind of feel that same way too, watching this one?
Yes, but do you feel like at this point they're just sort of testing? Like, it's easy to go back and go, this is how you do it because we know how to do it now, or how they did it. What I mean by that is they've just now started running all these pay-per-views for the first time. And so they're trying to transition from a business model that ran house shows to make money to a pay-per-view model that makes money. They used to advertise their house shows on the TV. Now they're advertising their pay-per-views. So it makes sense. I'm not hating them for it. They got to try to make some money here. Guess you don't agree.
No, I was letting you finish.
I'm finished.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not complaining. I was just kind of laying it out on what went down on this show, like in terms of how they spent a lot of the time with the Slamboree Control Center segments. But I do it's easy for us to look at this now and say, oh yeah, they're running the clock out. But it is 1994. If we were watching it in 1994 on TBS, we wouldn't be complaining. I'm not
getting the pay-per-view, so what the hell?
Yeah, so that's kind of why I'm saying is one of the things. It's like this. We complain. We go a little overboard, to be honest with you. We somewhat complain when there's a 2-hour episode.
If you think that's overboard, wait for a couple of months and just stick tight.
But we're not really complaining. It's just when you're old and you're a curmudgeon, you're like, damn, 2 hours. I gotta try to fit this in. But back in 94 or even earlier, we loved our 2-hour episodes of Saturday Night when we could watch it, because that's the other part. I had cable by this point, but not by, technically I didn't have cable. What am I saying? It's only 94, but we definitely didn't have cable in the 80s. So without having cable in the 80s, we loved 2-hour episodes. That shit could have been 4 hours when we were that age.
Oh, 24 hours, man. What else have I got to do?
But I'm not complaining about how they did this. I'm just kind of setting the stage on what this episode
is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So
how about that? And
here's a quick reminder for you.
Uh-oh.
Next week is the pay-per-view. So we got Slamboree coming up next week. There will be no show on this feed. The only way you can hear us next week is by going to Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Not only will you get the Slamboree pay-per-view, you will get all of our pay-per-views dating back to 1985, along with all the clashes, the JV Goon Squad shows, World Class shows, so much more. The Ask Harper shows, which were a stellar hit. We got to do that again, per Harper. You can get all of that by going to tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. On to the show we go now, Doc. This show is joined in progress, and it looked like Pillman was in the process of pinning Ronnie Vegas when we opened up the actual show. And then we hear a quick word from Gene Kaniski promoting Slamboree. And then we go to commercial and come back, and it is time for Ricky Steamboat versus The Shadow.
Who's The Shadow?
I don't know. He looks like he knows what he's doing, but I don't know who he is.
Is that George Weingroff? David Sierra.
I don't think it's David Sierra.
Pez Watley.
Sir, that is not Pez Watley.
Oh.
Or as Harper said one time, Pez Whiteley. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't think it's Dave Sierra.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But if you know, make sure you DM the champ on Facebook. He would love to hear from you. Promise you that. Yeah. DM the champ.
So, wait a minute. When was this taped?
21st, April, according to the history
When was
of WWE.com.
last week's taped?
I believe that one was 21st as well.
So, Steamboat has to come fight the Shadow and then come out and fight Flair? Because all these people are still in white shirts, meaning it's the same crowd.
Yes.
What the shit?
Well, here's what you don't know. You don't know the order that they...
Who cares? But we don't have enough talent that we don't have to make the guy fighting for the title wrestle twice? That seems mud show.
Okay.
We got 100 wrestlers on the roster. Why do we have to use the same one over and over? You know I'm right about this.
Why don't you call Bischoff and ask him?
Fuck him. He doesn't know.
Hey, I had a note as we went to Steamboat versus the Shadow. Watch Steamboat after he blows the fire. Watch him wipe the lighter fluid off of his mouth.
Hell yeah, you need to get that shit away from you.
I paused it. I'm going to play it. Watch.
That's a good shot right there.
Watch. You see him wipe it right there?
Yeah.
Took his left hand.
Get that shit off your face.
Yeah.
You don't want to fucking blow up.
Quick match, though. Very
fucking
quick.
Die that way, bro.
Of course. Quick match, though. Steamboat is going to...
Don't say of course. That's like saying sure, and that's disrespectful.
Sure. Steamboat with a belly to back and then the crossbody off the top, and Steamboat pins the Shadow. Any thoughts, Doc?
No.
Yeah, nothing really happening here. So then we go to the Slamboree Control Center. This is the point I wanted to bring up with you yet again. They are still promoting Vader versus Rude a night before the pay-per-view. No word yet about Rude being injured. So we have two mysteries here going into the pay-per-view, which is another reason why you should join Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Even though you can get this information off of Google, it'll be better when you hear from us from reviewing it.
Google's down tonight. Google and Teams both and Harper's internet are all broken.
Well, we got two mysteries here. Who's going to battle Vader in Rude's place, and who's going to face Flair from Colonel Parker's stable? So there's a lot going on here. Lots of mysteries heading into two big matches on this pay-per-view. I mean, these are two, like, you think about it. You got Ric Flair versus an unknown, and you got Vader versus an unknown, although
Shadow?
we didn't know who the unknown was. Like, we didn't know there was going to, we didn't know Rude was going to be there.
You're going to have a whole other set of issues with me when Flair comes out before the end of the card and has to wrestle.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess we will have an issue because he's not in the main event.
Right.
All right. So any thoughts on, at this point, we still haven't said anything about Rude's injury.
So my questions are two. We can't get Sting on the card?
Stay tuned.
Oh. What about Arn Anderson?
Yeah, I can't help you with that one. I can't help you with that one. I don't know what you want me to say.
What's causing all
Arn
this?
really did get the raw end of the deal with a lot of stuff.
He's in the doghouse a little bit still with getting stabbed and shit.
It's not just that. Like, do you know how many times I've heard you say, we couldn't get Arn on this pay-per-view, or we couldn't get Arn on this clash?
They don't need you until they need you. Is that
Just
what
saying.
he said?
It's weird. It's weird. He's one of your top people, and we couldn't find a way for him on here. But okay. All right. So, any other thoughts on? What are your thoughts on Rude and Vader and Rude? The announcement still not being made for Rude. not being there.
I don't know what they're doing still announcing this.
If I could play devil's advocate, I can tell you what I would think. You're trying to sell this pay-per-view.
And so were you trying to steal a house?
No, but you might do more damage than good if you make an announcement today before the pay-per-view. Hey, Rick Rude's not going to be there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's the right decision. I'm trying to give a reason why they might have made that decision. But
here's the thing, Broseph.
I'm sure Eazy-E's talked about it on his podcast quite a few times.
No, he hasn't. But they're going to make the announcement at Slamboree when you've already bought the pay-per-view. So why not make the announcement now so that I could be excited and maybe buy the pay-per-view?
Because maybe you're already going to buy it because Rude is on it.
Okay, but the person they replace him with probably sells more tickets. Sorry, I mean, I like Rick Rude better, but let's be clear. Let's call it down the middle for once.
Okay. Maybe so.
Maybe so.
But I don't want to argue with you right now, so.
I appreciate that.
Mean Gene does go down the rest of the card during the Control Center segment, and from there we go to commercial and come back, and it is time to hear from Sensuous Sherry. And Mean Gene is once again slightly turned on, so let's give that a listen. Here it is.
Welcome back to more exciting action here on Saturday night on TBS. Tomorrow night, action in Philadelphia, 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Slamboree, exclusively on pay-per-view. I expect to see this 6-foot-tall bombshell in Philly tomorrow night. Come on in, Sensuous Sherry. Spending time as of late here at World Championship Wrestling, looking for that one special man. Give us a progress report.
Oh, yes, Mean Gene. I have been surveying each and every fine-tuned athlete that is here in the WCW. And slowly but surely, I'm narrowing it down.
You've got your finalist list in place? Why don't you give us a little clue? Give me the 5 finalists.
No. I can't do that. But I will promise you one thing. That as soon as this one special person, this one special fine specimen of a man that has muscles, strength, brains to back it all. A man that can take me to having the most gold that any woman in the world. On my fingers, around my neck, on my ankles, and around my waist. Will be the first to know.
Sensuous Sherry, you're all heart. Thank you very much. I'll see you in Philadelphia tomorrow night. Let's get to the ring.
Mean Gene's little fella's at full salute as she kisses him on the cheek at the end of that, Doc. You had any thoughts?
I'm getting tired of this. No, I'm not. I'm already tired of it.
Okay. You're tired of what? Sherry teasing us?
Just, it's not going anywhere. She says the same shit every week. I'm ready for Robert Fuller to come out, bonk her over the head with his club, if you know what I mean, and drag her back to his cave.
Okay, on that note, I will continue. Real classy, pal. Matt Wilson's going to love that one.
Well, I mean, there you go.
We go to Harlem Heat versus Bobby Walker and Quinn Nash. There is a whoop, there it is chant that is being chanted to the cadence of Harlem Heat's intro music. That whoop, there it is chant is back in sports. It's the weirdest thing. You hear it at various sporting events. At least it sounds like that's what they're saying. We got Bobby Walker with Half Pint's cousin Quinn Nash, who is so short, the top rope goes up to his chest.
God.
That is a little fella, dude.
I told you this last week.
Yeah, I know. He's short. I have a timestamp. This is a short match. Speaking of short, I have a timestamp at 18:05 because Stevie tosses this little fella like he's a 4-year-old.
Come on.
Watch. Wait, I'm going to go to it. Hold on. Here it comes. Stevie gets in the ring, kicks him, and he's going to pick him up. Boot. Here it comes.
Club.
He presses him, and he just tosses him like he's like a 3-year-old. And not long after, Harlem Heat's going to hit their finisher and they win. Doc, did you have any thoughts on how this went down? Quick match.
Their finisher looks good. How much longer before they become Stevie Ray and Booker T?
I don't remember when the actual change happens. They still got a few more months as Kane and Cole for sure. I feel like I know Hogan's well into his run. And
why do you keep bringing him up?
Still calling. Cool, I'm giving a point of reference. And they're still calling them
that motherfucker
Kane and Cole. So I don't know. I don't remember the exact cutover.
Every day that we are doing it with Hogan at this show with Hogan in there, I'm gonna send you that meme where Hogan spray painting the N on the side of the trailer. Just to remind you what you're dealing with.
Okay.
Every day.
All right. Sure. Let's continue. Harlem Heat wins, like I said. What were you about to say? Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nothing. No, I'm good.
We go to the Slamboree Control Center. There's a couple, like I said, they're going to do this throughout. A couple of promos from Regal and Zbyszko. It's basically also a review of the bad blood between them and their angle, followed by a couple of very, very short promos that weren't even 30 seconds each. Larry did call himself a Pollock from Pennsylvania.
He can say it, but you can't.
I'm saying what he called himself.
Right. But you can't say that. He can.
Sure.
You know how that works.
Okay. Any thoughts on this quick review of the Regal Zbyszko feud?
No.
All right. We continue. It is time for Diamond Dallas Page with the Diamond Doll Kimberly versus Dave Hart. I know I asked Harper this before, but I'm going to ask you. Prime Missy or Prime Kimberly?
Missy.
Really? Wow.
Did I stutter? You said Prime.
Yeah, Prime.
I'm thinking like Dallas, World Class with John Tatum. God.
I'm going Kimberly, dude.
Whoa. You don't even like white girls.
I like that one.
Why?
She was something, bro.
Better than Missy.
Oh, they're different. They have a couple of differences. I'll leave it at that.
I'm going to tell Missy you said that.
You can tell her whatever. All I know is you see Kimberly nowadays, she's still looking good.
What are you trying to say about Missy?
Nothing.
Sounds like you are.
Okay.
And I don't like it.
What did you think of DDP coming out with the cigar?
It's fine. Tony makes a point that it's wild for DDP to go from manager to wrestler, and Heenan goes, "I did it," and just Tony's like, yeah, but Heenan just blew him up.
I didn't have many memorable notes from his commentary this week. I'm just thinking about that. Because a lot of times I just hear him say things. I'm like, wow, he just doesn't stop. But this week he was kind of toned down. I don't know.
Well, he's trying to put the emphasis on the product.
Sure. All right. Any notes before I go to the finish? Because these matches are quick.
Yeah.
Even though it's a 2-hour episode, they are quick.
He's not doing the what is it, the bang yet. So it wasn't a bad finish for him.
His diamond cutter is
it's it.
Not far off. But the early version of the diamond cutter, it's a lot different than what it becomes. They'll call it that, but when the first time you see it, you'll be like, wait, that's a little different.
Is it more like an RKO?
No, it's more like he does it real slowly. Like he grabs the guy's head and kind of, I don't know how to describe it. He does it slowly. Whereas when
girls like that.
What it becomes is different. Anyway, he wins. It's like I don't even know what to call his finisher. But he gets the pin 1, 2, 3. We're giving DDT a little bit of a push here. Starting to get him ready for some stuff.
For JBB?
Yeah, he's got a few with Mero coming up.
Whoa.
Craig Walston on YouTube posted, I guess, we were talking about Rocky on the last episode and Apollo Creed and whatnot. He said, who wins a race between Mero and Creed? And I responded, Weathers, bro.
Weathers
played in the CFL. He was a legit athlete. Not that Johnny B. Bad wasn't, but I'm putting my money on Weathers. Weathers, you go to high school with him, Mike? What the fuck, bro? Yeah, I'm going with Weathers. Carl Weathers, that is. All right, continuing right along, we get the next Slamboree Control Center segment. It's a review of the Nasty Boys feud with Cactus and Kevin Sullivan and what led to the match with these four that we're going to see at Slamboree. Doc, did you have any notes from that review of what we got to see?
No.
All right. So from there, we go to commercial and come back. And it's time to talk to Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Let's see what the Dream has to say about what's going on with him and Dustin.
All right, we're going to get you back up into the ring in just a moment or two. Tomorrow night, we're going to be in Philadelphia for Slamboree. Joining me at this time, ladies and gentlemen, he is a legend. He is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty, some of the things that are coming down recently at WCW can't be sitting well with you.
Well, me, Gene, I have tried with great patience to keep myself from just going overboard about the Colonel Rob Parker bunkhouse buck situation. Let me tell you something about Dustin Rhodes. He's not trying to walk in his daddy's footsteps. He has brought his own boots to the dance, my friend. And when I lay at home and I look at my hands in the morning, I have blood-stained crimson from my boy's noggin that you put on it at Spring Stampede. I get a burning inside my gut. I get a feeling saying, you old man, get up off your ass and get back in there. But he don't want me to. He want to do this by himself. We talking about Slamboree in Philadelphia, and everybody in Philadelphia knows Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. They know what I stand for. They know the blood, sweat, and tears that I have laid down in that building. Let me tell you something, Colonel Robert Parker. Let me tell you something, Bunkhouse Buck. If you dare lay a finger, Parker, on my son's head in Philadelphia at Slamboree, I will dance a mud hole in your head so far and so deep you'll be talking Chinese when it's over. Yeah, I'll stay out of the fight, but when you play the families, when you start playing the families, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, I don't care how old I am. I don't care if I got an 80-year-old body. I got a 25-year-old mind, and I got thunder in my gut. And the thunder I got in my gut will erase the history of the bloodstained hand from Spring Stampede. You take that back to Buckstock, Tennessee, Jack.
All right, let's get back up to the ring. Holy cow!
All right, man. So Dusty is not having Colonel Parker getting involved in this sucker. What do you think about Dusty firing us up there?
My first note was, why is he here? He's retired.
Yeah. So about that.
Uh-oh.
Just wait.
Okay. But that was a great promo. He got me. I mean, he made me feel some things there. And so we've liked this feud so far, and he was good. So what's not to like?
He said,
I'm not sure you could say that you could hit somebody so hard that they start speaking Chinese in 2026. But fortunately for us, we're not in 2026 right now.
That's what I was about to say.
I mean, with these tariffs, though, maybe you could.
Okay, here we go. All right. I thought that was great.
I'm just saying, I don't know what the rules are anymore.
Nobody does. That's great.
That's what I'm saying.
Dusty was great, fired up. It didn't go on too long. He told Parker, get involved and your ass is mine. He said he would dance a mud hole. I mean, it was good. I loved it. Real good stuff. So
Talking some shit.
Yep. We go to Regal, Lord Steven Regal, that is, versus Kenny Kendall. Let me guess. At 41:49, you want me to stop for the crowd shot?
That's exactly my timestamp. Yeah. Okay.
Not my speed, bro.
Huh?
Not my speed.
Bro, those two are the... I can't even get out what I'm about to say. And I didn't write this down, so this is coming off my couple beers I've had here. Those two are the women's tag team champions down at the trailer park.
They want the new listener of the week, Matt Wilson.
And I really wish we had the superstar here to comment on this. But that's a hell of a shirt for the one on the right if she wasn't a Garanimal sleaze stack. And the one on the left is the good girl going bad. She's the bookworm that was the teacher's pet in school, but her parents got a divorce and it messed her up because she found out that her daddy cheated on her mom. And now she hates her dad and men, but the only way to get back at them is to sleep with everybody in town.
Wow. If you want to see what Doc is talking about, go to Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT because it is the weekly or the weekly crowd shot that WCW loves doing where they show
if you focus in on that one on the right, I'm not done. If you focus in on that one on the right, then really just focus on the face. That looks like a dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the one on the right. The one on the left, I mean, neither one of them are my speed, but the one on the left, she looks like...
Neither one of them are my speed either. Those are some haggard-looking bitches.
We know you like redheads or slightly red. Yes, yep. You like the gingers.
No.
Yes, you do.
Don't lie.
Okay.
You shouldn't lie.
Okay. You have a problem with brunettes and blondes.
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay. But anyway, left, yeah, okay. Right, I don't know what's going on.
That girl could hotwire a car and cook you up some meth. And never take the cigarette out of her hand while doing either one.
They went to new listener of the week, Matt Wilson. Come on, fucking Doc, bro. What the fuck's going on, bro? Y'all supposed to be talking about wrestling. This just keeps happening every week. It just turns into 2 jabronis or 3 jabronis when y'all got that asshole Steve Harper. You always start talking about the goddamn crowd. Bro, did I ever tell you what about Notre Dame, bro?
Let me tell you something, bro. Shut up.
Let me tell you something, bro. We would have took Miami in that national championship game. We should have got in and everybody knows it.
Shut up.
What the
Can
fuck,
you go to
bro?
40?
I'm listening.
42-44 with audio.
Okay, 42.
Listen to Heenan cut this promo.
Okay, I'm about 10 seconds earlier than that, but here it is.
Okay, Heenan cuts a promo on Dusty.
How long does it play?
About 15 seconds.
All right, here you go.
In a bunkhouse match and got all messed up at the hands of Bunkhouse Buck and Colonel Parker. Well, he's a big boy, Dusty. He's made a decision to take this career up as a professional wrestling athlete. Let him do it. If he's not man enough, if you didn't prepare him, if you didn't get him ready for his craft, then that's your fault. Maybe you could take him back to Austin, Texas, stick him down in some dirty, wet basement, and let him be a plumber like your dad. Your best bet, Dusty Rhodes, is to stay on the shelf, stay in the back, and watch your kid get beat. Because I've just about had enough of hearing about the Rhodes family and Dusty Rhodes. Now, that's all I got to say about that barnyard buffoon, that poor man's Tex Ritter. Go ahead, Tony. What were you saying? I've never liked him.
Were you saying something, Bray?
Nothing.
Would you give me a break? You're talking about the American dream. You're talking about one of the greatest wrestling families of all time. How dare you talk like that?
As far as I'm concerned, that family fits in with the Munsters and the Adams.
Side headlock.
Damn. Just ran Dusty down, bro.
He kind of went in on him there.
Yeah, he did. Oof. That was good, though. That's what you do.
44:03.
Okay. More audio or what?
No.
Okay.
We're going to go back to the crowd. Would you let this fella do your taxes?
That's a dude?
Is it?
Would I let him?
Yeah,
I wouldn't let him do my taxes. I wouldn't let him pump gas in my car.
Has he got a Lightning McQueen shirt on? What the fuck is that?
That's a Winston Cup Series shirt on. You asked me if I'd let him do my taxes. I wouldn't let him pump gas.
That guy might have some special needs.
It went to new listener of the week, Matt Wilson.
Am I wrong?
He's just at the wrestling having fun, bro.
Well, until it's all fun and games till you try to choke out Harper. Whoa.
That might be that guy's dad.
For real. Who's letting these people procreate?
Stop. Free country, bro. Free country.
Oh, I guess so.
Yep. All right. Anything else before I go to the finish?
No.
All right. So Regal has Kendall twisted up like a pretzel, and Regal wins by submission is the best way I can describe what happens here with old Kenny Kendall.
Yeah,
Doc, any thoughts?
No.
So we continue. It is time for some more of the Slamboree Control Center. This time we are reviewing Colonel Parker and Austin and Bad's feud. From there, we're going to go to a promo here where it's Buck and the Colonel. Here it is.
It's tomorrow now. It's just one more day till that puppy gets his in that bull rope match. I'm gonna tell you, Colonel, I'm chawing at the bit. It's been more than 24 hours since I busted somebody's lights out. That's too long for me to wait, man. I need that feeling, that sensation I get when I bust somebody's lights out. Like you, Dusty Rhodes. Bull rope match, boy. I'm gonna swing you from one end of the bar to the other. You're out of there.
Let's just lay the facts down right in front of you, Colonel Parker and Buck. Fact number one, you smash a trophy over my back. Why? Because you're scared. Fact number two, at Spring Stampede, Bunkhouse Buck, you had Colonel Parker do your dirty work for you. Because you're scared. Fact number three, you're just two possums sitting in a tree. You won't come down because you're scared of a 24-year-old punk kid from Austin, Texas. Well, tomorrow night at Slamboree, I'm gonna get you in this bull rope match.
All right, I said it wrong. It was Buck and Dustin, their promoting their feud, and we got a replay of it. Doc, any thoughts on that?
No.
All right. Let's continue, because next up is Ric Flair after the commercials. Let's go to that right now, because Flair's got something to say, and you may hear about your favorite wrestler here, Hulk Hogan. Here it is.
Welcome back to more on Saturday night. With me at this time, the WCW heavyweight champ, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Nature Boy, tomorrow night in Philadelphia, you have an appointment and a title defense with Colonel Parker's stable stud. However, you have been noticeably quiet ever since Spring Stampede on the subject of one Hulk Hogan.
Well, Gene, it goes like this. One step at a time. When you're walking in that great path of greatness, you have to make sure that you approach each day with the most positive attitude possible. Last Saturday, I proved once again, no matter how I did it, that I could become and stay the world champion one more time. Hold the belt up, take it away, walk around the block with it. Tomorrow morning, it'll have Ric Flair's name on it. That's the way it goes. And Hogan, I knew you were in Chicago. Anybody that follows this sport on the inside knows you were in Chicago. And when I look at it and put it in the right perspective, I don't blame you for not walking down the ringside. I don't blame you for not waving your hand in the air. Because, pal, you were looking at greatness in motion. Custom made, buddy. There's only one world heavyweight champion, and Hogan tomorrow in Philadelphia. If you want to stake it out again, from the balcony, from the production truck, from the 10th row, I'm going to show you one more time, courtesy of Colonel Parker, that greatness, I'll put it like this, that diamonds are forever
and so is Ric Flair. And Parker, let's drop Hogan's name for 1 minute. I want to make it very clear to you. After last week, you step on my toes again, Parker. I don't care if it's right now, 2 hours from now, or tomorrow. And the lights go out. Gino, Slamboree! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, in Philadelphia, exclusively on pay-per-view, the Nature Boy is going to do it one more time. Let's.
Not that I want him to. I don't feel like he answered the question about Hogan. But
what can you say at this point?
Yeah, I agree. That's why I said not that I wanted him to.
We're dancing around this shit. Are we doing it or not?
Dude, let me tell you something. I was looking for something else in the files, and I went and looked at an episode of August of '94. Once That Doesn't Work For Me, Brother is well entrenched in and signed and all that stuff.
I quit.
My God. Hogan is all over that episode, nonstop. And I keep thinking to myself, if Doc lives long enough, he's gonna have a heart attack. This is gonna kill him.
Why would you do that?
I'm not
this
doing
was your plan all along.
No, it wasn't.
Hey, let's start in 1985, and by the end, you'll die.
That was my plan. Let's go 9 years. I'll get you.
You were playing the long game. I get it now.
Sure. I was like,
I just thought we were going to talk about some wrestling. I didn't know it was going to kill me. Thanks.
He's all over this show. I was looking for something else, so then I ended up stopping, and then I start scanning it, and it's like, oh, okay, there's Hogan. Oh, Bobby Heenan's running down Hogan, which is cool. But there's Hogan again, and there's Hogan. I'm like, and then I get to like this episode, and again, I'm not watching the whole thing. I'm just like scanning through it. And I get to the end, and it's Hogan and Jimmy Hart cutting this long promo. And I'm like, we used to, when Flair would cut those 4 and 5 minute promos in Techwood, we loved it. Because he would hit all the bullet points that needed to be hit, and they were great. Hogan just wouldn't stop talking, and it just became noise. And I kept thinking, there's no way I'm playing this on the show when we get to it. Doc will die on air.
It's true. I'm ready to go anyway. I told you that storm might kill us. Who cares? This bullshit. I sign on to this so that I can talk about the Horsemen and the NWA, and now what if this is it led to this bullshit? Hey, have you ever seen Arn wear pink tights before? Like that?
I don't know if they're pink or if just we're in low definition.
Fair enough.
They almost look like peach colored too.
That might be worse.
Yeah. They don't match his knee pads, that's for sure.
The
knee pads are red. The boots are
This is
white,
a rib,
man.
right?
This is funny. Because when you say these two, no one knows what we're talking about here unless they're watching it. It's Arn Anderson versus the Gambler. The Gambler had a deck of cards in his hand, and he makes the motion like he's going to slit Arn's throat at the beginning of the match, which was great. Why did you say this is a rib, though?
Because the Gambler looks like a great value Arn Anderson.
They look like they could be related. Like if you'd have brought in the Gambler and just said, all right, this is Tom Anderson or, whatever, you could have made a tag team out of those two for sure.
That's okay.
I don't know, man.
Should have just brought back Tully. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Well, stay tuned. Any thoughts on Arn versus the Gambler here?
No. DDT, I like the fact that he has a couple of different finishing moves. We've said that for years.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
Good Saturday night match. Wish he could have made it to the pay-per-view.
Absolutely. Arn wins, DDT, like you said. We then go back to the Slamboree Control Center, and now it is time for a review of Colonel Parker and Austin and Johnny B. Bad's feud. We see a clip of a tuxedo match that these two had when Bad's pants were ripped off. That
Why
looked like
is
it was
ripping off another man's clothes something that anybody wants to see?
I mean,
Do you want to have a bra and panties match? That's fine. Have 3 of them on the card. But
You-
what is that supposed to prove?
it's supposed to be humiliating. Especially
Somebody's head.
Especially when you do it to a heel. Although Bab is a babyface here, which was weird, but I don't know.
Ugh.
Okay. Any thoughts? I thought this was pretty meat and potatoes. This promo.
Ugh.
Really?
Those are my thoughts. Blech.
Is this how you're gonna be this whole time? It's now the World Hogan Wrestling Alliance.
Blech.
Okay. All right. Well, we go to the next match. It is Paul versus Al Phillips.
Who?
Levesque.
Oh, Trips.
I'm sorry. Terrorizing versus Al Phillips.
You mean Trips?
Sure. 3 minutes. Terrorizing puts on that inverted Native American deathlock and terrorizing wins. Doc, you got any other thoughts?
Yeah, I need you to go to 106.48 because you were like, Heenan doesn't do that much. Bruh, let's turn on the audio of Heenan here and tell me this is not Hard Body Harper. I'm kind of glad he's not here because we can see without him being here, but this is Harper.
You can make a mistake. Whoa. Like his opponent just did. Al Phillips. Did you know his family invented the magnesia?
The milk of?
Oh, you know them.
I walk into them all the time.
And the screwdrivers.
Yes. The Phillips head screwdriver.
See?
In the ropes, near side, terrorizing.
Harper will tell you, like Bobby Heenan was one of his idols.
The C. The last part is what got me. The screwdriver when you go see. He does that all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
Popped.
He does it to me on his show all the time. I'm not even saying anything. He goes, you see, Mike?
See?
See? And like, see what?
Right.
Oh, boy. I mean, I wasn't saying he was bad on this episode. There wasn't as many as normal, if you ask me, but whatever.
You remember that time about a year and a half ago when we thought Trips had actually going to save the business? It's not Vince, thank God. And then, you know what happened to Paul?
Yeah, TKO.
There you go. Nobody is going to be that creative in a corporate structure. Sorry.
It's not that. It's beyond that. It's the you can't price this the way they price it, man.
For real, they're trying to strip. I mean, if this thing had copper wire, they'd be taking it right now.
Yeah, you cannot. They are very greedy. Corporate, not Triple H. I mean, he's not the one setting the prices, but TKO execs, they've lost their minds. They have lost their minds. Look, I get it. I get that. You know, they run UFC 2, and when you run UFC, you got, generally speaking, although they've been on break for about a month, actually a little bit more than a month, because their last show was mid-December. Last fight night was mid-December, and now, you know,
was Dana White too busy at Power Slap?
I don't know, but you can't. You know, with UFC, you got at most 4 shows a month. And prior to the Paramount deal, you would only have 1 pay-per-view a month. So it wasn't like you were running Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday, plus a premium live event. You're trying to price this thing in a way that's not conducive to how you can price it. See, because for UFC, you build feuds, but you're not seeing those same fighters every night on TV. And they can't price it the way they're trying to price it. UFC is a totally different animal. The way the feuds are built, and yes, I'm calling them feuds because, I mean, some of them are feuds, and the way the fight nights work, and you can't, man, they are pricing out people. And then on top of that, 3 hours of SmackDown. I tried to watch it last week, Doc. It was on in the background. That's all I'll say.
I'm going to say this. And stay with me to do all of what I'm about to say, but it's going to go fast. They don't understand the product they bought, and they don't care to understand it.
Even if they did care, I don't even think that would matter.
Right.
They still are a corporation. Just it's all about dollars, bro.
Squeezing it, and somehow that's still better than the other jackasses. I said it. They get some love too.
Okay. Are you talking about AEW?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about those punk motherfuckers.
Okay.
I'm mad at them more.
By the way,
corporations just over there doing what corporations do. These fools have all the money in the world and could actually do something special, and they're too whatever to do it.
By the way, while you're being mean, I want to shout out Ian Riccaboni for...
Did he rock your body?
For winning the 2025 Pro Wrestling Commentator of the Year by Fightful. So shout out to Ian because I mean he is he's the best in the business,
and we had some poo poo, and he's the diamond.
He is the best in the business at doing this.
He's a good kid.
I have watched wrestling
outside of the Eagles and the Phillies bullshit, and some of his taste and his general goofy face and all that other shit.
Oh, come on.
He's a good kid. I'm trying to give him a compliment. Why are you interrupting me?
Because you're giving backhanded compliments. You can't say he's a good he's the best in the business without bringing up the Eagles and Phillies.
He knows what I mean.
Sure,
come on. He likes it when I hit him.
Okay.
He knows I love him. Come on.
But the voted or named the best commentator in wrestling, and rightfully so.
Thanks for all the people that went out there and hyped his vote.
There you go. All right, Doc, while we were talking about, I don't even know how we got on that topic.
Who cares? We're here now.
Of
That's all that
TKO
matters.
and corporations.
Live in the moment. Yeah.
But we'll go now. So while we were talking and Arn defeated the Gambler, we went to the Slamboree Control Center again. There was, I think I mentioned it, Colonel Parker and Austin and Bad's feud. That's what we talked about.
We talked about all this, and then we talked about trips.
That's right. We were on the terrorizing match. The next segment was Slamboree Control Center with Mean Gene again, still plugging Rude and Vader. We see footage of how this feud has got to where it's at, and then we see promos from Vader and Rude, which again, Rude's injured, so we didn't know this at the time, but now we do know. He's cutting a promo with the belt, and this match didn't even happen. So what are your thoughts?
I hate it.
Okay.
I love Rick Rude. I hate it.
But if you're watching this live, or at the time, you would have not known this.
I would have known no difference.
Exactly. So maybe we should just act like we didn't know.
I can't.
Okay.
I'm too smart for that.
Next match is Pretty Wonderful versus Brad and Brian Armstrong. Before the match, they show footage from WCW Pro earlier in the day when Roma and Orndorff did a little switcheroo when Orndorff wasn't the legal man, but he made the pin on Brad, so Pretty Wonderful won the match. So this is a rematch from this morning, this morning's WCW Pro episode. Doc, let me go to you, see what you got from Pretty Wonderful versus the Armstrongs.
Armstrongs are popular in that crowd.
Yes, they are.
This was a good meat and potatoes wrestling match.
Well, you got two Armstrong boys, and you got Pretty Wonderful.
I don't know what you're talking about, but Heenan has another line here.
What is it? What's the timestamp?
I didn't mark it, but he said about Road Dogg. He was in Desert Storm, right? And Tony goes, "Yes, sir." And he goes, "Which side?" It's clever.
It's messed up. That's so foul. Oh, Heenan.
It's good stuff.
Brain. I love when he ruffles Tony's feathers.
I just don't understand why we can't figure out something to do with the Armstrongs that's meaningful.
I will never understand.
I don't think Brad Armstrong is as retarded on the mic as everybody makes him out to be. He's not the best, but he's not Tim Horner.
Here's what always gets me. If they thought Brad was so bad on the mic, just give him a mouthpiece. Kind of the same way you did with like a Bobby Eaton. And I'm not trying to say Brad Armstrong is Bobby Eaton. My point is, there's been guys in wrestling history who haven't been good as a promo, but that doesn't mean they can't be a star. That's always been my biggest problem because and you and I have heard the same stories that they talk about Brad, where it's like, he's got all the personality in the world backstage, but he gets out there and it's like, no. I'm like,
I don't see it that way. I don't see that he's that bad.
I don't think he's that bad either. I mean,
I think he's done in by the fact that they see the potential backstage, and because he doesn't live up to that, that's the problem.
Well, what always killed me too about Brad, like we watched him in Smokey towards the end. His promos weren't great, but as you said, he wasn't Tim Horner. Like they weren't like, ones where you'd be like, damn, that was a grand slam. It was a single. That was it, but whatever. We've seen 10 times worse. We've watched a lot of wrestling. We've seen bad promos, and I'm not going to sit there and tell you Brad Armstrong's cut, the worst promos I've seen.
I mean, Paul Jones was the mouthpiece for his group, and he was terrible.
He was funny terrible, though.
Was it?
Yeah, at times, he was.
Oh, no. Too many Hitler undertones.
There were some Hitler undertones. I love when Pez would cut promos during that time. I'm gonna whoop me a hillbilly.
Cornette was talking about them not too long ago. He said he thought that the jive tones and the Shaska stuff was a little overdone. I was like, no, I disagree with that.
Okay.
We don't all have to agree on everything.
All right. What did you have from Pretty Wonderful versus Brad and Brian Armstrong?
Oh, I have already talked about it. I gave you all of it.
Okay. Well, just for the record, Roma with a big-time top ropes, hit the splash off the top on Brian Armstrong. Pretty Wonderful, get the win. From there, we go back to the Slamboree.
Oh, well, hold on. And I believe these four get it on in the dark match at Slamboree.
Sure. We go to the dark, and we go to the dark match. We go back to the Slamboree Control Center. And now we're talking about Ric Flair's title defense. We see a clip of how we've gotten to Flair defending the title at the pay-per-view. But we still, and what we saw last week when Flair knocked out Parker, all that good stuff. We don't know who Flair will be wrestling. Doc, did you have any thoughts on the replays there?
I'm going to keep saying it as long as you keep asking it. No.
Slamboree Control Center segment again. We're talking about the legends that are going to be at Slamboree this time. And we've talked about some of them already. So no need to repeat it. But it is a legends reunion. That's how they do with Slamboree. So we got Terry Funk, Tully Blanchard there, along with many, many others. And I'm not even going to ask you what you think about this. I will just keep rolling since you sound like you got a little attitude with me on the last one when I asked how, what you thought. It is time for the main event.
I don't. Yeah, main event, bro.
Of May 21st. Dustin Rhodes, Johnny B. Bad versus Steve Austin and Bunkhouse Buck. Doc, let me go to you and see what you got from this one. They start this one about 20 minutes of TV time left.
Is it just me?
Uh-oh.
Or did Steve Austin say, that doesn't work for me, brother, to working with Johnny B. Bad in the WWF?
Did he?
I thought so. Like, he's not on my level. Here's the dirty little secret. He's not on his level here either. And I like Johnny B. Bad a lot more than I did before we started this show. But he's not on Austin's level here. He's just not.
I mean, Austin told a lot of stories on his old podcast. I don't remember him saying that, but I'm not saying he didn't. I just don't remember it.
I thought so. I was hoping you'd remember, but what the fuck ever.
Austin, let me tell you, though, about him when he would tell those stories. I always got the feeling he was very diplomatic about why he would do some of the things he did.
Like he's had a few years to think about it and come up with a good story.
Like that's true, too, because he's a worker. The whole story about him and Brock. That was one of the best ones when he's like, he got the call and they were like, yeah, you go put over Brock. And this is the best one because he's like, that the finish? And then you hear Austin tell the story. Austin's like, when I said that was the finish, that was like me being sarcastic. Like, well, I ain't going to be there. Then That's one of the greatest lines of all the stories I've heard, though, in wrestling shoots. And I ain't watched a ton of them. To be fair, but when he said way he says it, that the finish,
but that one's permeated into our shoot lives, and we use it for other stuff. So that makes it a really versatile saying. But yeah,
right. We use it at work. That the finish.
We use it in real life.
People look at you like, finish, huh?
Nobody else gets it.
No. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay, so
but
I get the rationale for putting these four together at the end of this, and I super get it by the time we get to the end. But I'm not super interested right now. And what's funny is watching all four of these guys get in the ring at different times. Austin and Dustin was the best matchup.
Oh yeah, they work good together. But then again, Dustin is very not to me and you, but maybe others who just don't know. Dustin is very underrated during this era of WCW.
Is he though?
I think so. Like I don't hear people. I feel like when I hear people talk about WCW during this era and they talk about how much talent, like they got Austin, they got Rude, Vader, we got Flair, we got all these stars, right? I think Dustin gets credit, but he's not like one of the first names that you hear mentioned.
My whole thing is this. If they really knew what they were doing, they didn't need Hogan because you got a Dustin Rhodes that's 24 years old. You got an Austin that's 29 years old. You got all kinds of Pillman. You got talent here. You just don't know what to do with it. That's your problem.
They should have used him for the name recognition and not made him the central figure. The problem was you couldn't get him without doesn't work for me, brother.
Hogan's Hogan, but he's too smart for that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the problem.
I know.
You can't get him without that doesn't work for me, brother.
100%.
That's the problem with him. Because as somebody who remembers this, it didn't make me angry back then, but I know now, especially when I watched the clips I've watched from that August episode recently, that the feeling of, oh my God, they made this idiot a central figure, and while the kids love it, if you were older than 10, we didn't want this.
Well, here's the other little piece of that puzzle.
And I've changed over time in my feelings about like Hulk as a worker and a talent. I've heard too many stories. I've heard too many of his lies to now I'm like, that impacts how I think about him in this promotion. And I'm like, oh God, it just like they had to do it. He was a necessary evil. You couldn't get him without that doesn't work for me, brother. But until it's NWO time, it's going to be a slog.
Well, that's the other piece of this. Is he really the guiding force behind the NWO? In a way, sure. But he didn't want to do it till he saw how popular Nash and Hall were.
Oh, yeah, he rode the coattail of it. No doubt about it. He
was the catalyst. He lit the match, right? I get it. Because it was shocking.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
All right. But then, I don't want to. I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah, he didn't. Bruh, it was. I don't know if you remember like watching it back then when he was getting towards the end before he turned. He had took
people were booing.
He had taken like, I don't remember if it was 30 days off. There was some time that he was away right before that. And I remember watching it going, thank God he's not there. Cause like you just get tired of watching him. Like it was ridiculous. We didn't know that doesn't work for me, brother, back then, but we knew something was just, because we knew it was a work, we knew something was missing. And I remember watching back then going, man, I watched this dude in the 80s. This dude's, I can't with this guy anymore. I just can't. And I think he heard that. He heard that and he saw Hall and Nash getting over. And that's when
what he saw.
Yep. And then it's like, now he just remade himself through them. But again, he was a necessary evil. Not for him, because we're going to spend way too much time complaining about his ass at some point. I can tell you that right now. All right. Doc, any other thoughts on this match before I work towards a finish?
I thought it was a logical finish. And then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, so let's go to it now. So Dustin is in the ring. He's cleaning house. He hits the Colonel. He then bulldogs Buck. I mean, he's just tearing it up. Bionic elbow right there to Parker. If you're watching on the video version, good stuff. Parker is going to end up coming back and getting in the ring, which causes a DQ after Dustin bulldogged Buck. Flair hits the ring, and he goes after Parker, which makes sense based on kind of what we've seen lately. Some mask guy hits the ring. The mask guy puts the boots to Flair.
That looks like Hogan.
WCW officials hit the ring to chase off the mask guy. Meanwhile, Buck has Dustin tied to the ropes. There is a murmur in the air after Flair was attacked by the mask guy. It's like, oh, what's happening here? I thought, just from what I saw, this is a great finish. And I never expected to see the mask guy right here before we find out who Flair will be wrestling. So I thought leading into tomorrow night, this was fine how they did this. I'm not looking for a clean finish in this tag match. But I thought this was pretty good. We do have a promo right after this, but I thought it was pretty good, Doc. What was your thoughts on the finish?
I thought it was a good way to get us set up for tomorrow. I'm going to keep asking this because I don't know. Is Flair a heel or a babyface?
Bruh, we're bouncing around right now is the best way to describe it.
If that's what we're doing, don't lie to me. Just tell me the truth.
You tell Mills.
Uh-oh.
No, go ahead.
No, let's get over to our boy let's go see what old boy has to say over there. Kawasaki Mules and shit.
I'm just making sure you didn't have nothing else from the finish before I hit up.
I got nothing, bro. I'm starting to get blown up because you got to remember we were talking 45 minutes before we hit record.
Well, yeah, because Harper was late and then his internet's out and we spent 40 minutes trying to figure that out. Yeah, you know the story. All right, let's go now to Mean Gene with Colonel Parker and Bunkhouse Buck. They're going to close out the show with this promo. Here it is.
Thank you very much, Tony Schiavone, Colonel Robert Parker, Bunkhouse Buck. Hey, I want that other man, I want that masked man in here because I've got a feeling, Colonel, tomorrow night at Slamboree, that's the man that's going to be facing Ric Flair.
I'll tell you what you do. I'll tell you what you do. You tune in tomorrow night, Slamboree, and you're going to see me unveil that man Flair.
Who was
you
that
just
man?
got a little taste of him tomorrow the first thing I'm going to do is jerk that mask off and present you with your loss of the World Championship.
A bunkhouse
I'm going to tell you something. When I went to Chicago, man, I knocked that Dusty Rhodes out. I went into the Twilight Zone, man. All my life, I've been wanting to knock somebody out like Dusty Rhodes instead of all them hard heads on the farm. I'm going to get you one more time, boy, tomorrow night.
All right, settle down. It's going to be a little...
Johnny, big man, I'm going to give you credit, son. You're a lot tougher than I thought you were. Last week, you're sticking your nose in my business. This week, you've got everyone on your side. Johnny B, you can wash my car and mow my lawn. But if you start making threats for the U.S. title, then you've made it personal, and that's not something you want to do.
All right, I thank you very much, Colonel Park. Hey, who is that man?
I'm going to introduce you to him tomorrow night.
I can't wait, ladies and gentlemen. Slamboree in Philadelphia tomorrow night. We'll see you on the main event for Tony Schiavone.
Austin sound just like Stone Cold right there.
I know.
He sound just like him. Just like him.
Sure did.
Well, he is him, but you know what I mean.
It's all there, man. Why can't we just put that together?
Yeah, that's the argument for not needing that. For us not needing that doesn't work for me, brother.
He had that bass in his voice right there.
Yeah, he did. Promo though, did you think it was fine? Good stuff.
I mean, that's the whole jib job and socialize it. Everybody gets their bit in before we go off air and gets their 2 seconds in. It's fine. And Austin sounded like you're right. Austin sounded like Austin.
He sounded like Stone Cold for sure.
That's right.
I never get tired of Buck hearing talking about he wants to punch somebody and he's just funny.
I got to whoop somebody. I got an insatiable need to whoop on some. I don't even know what insatiable means, but I got it and I need to whoop somebody.
All right. Well, on that note,
I need to whoop somebody's head.
We need to rate it. Hand out the Toot Toot Award. Before we do it, remember, next week there is no show on the main feed. However, you can hear us review the pay-per-view on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Not only will you get the Slamboree pay-per-view that we will be doing, you can get all of our WCW pay-per-views dating back to 1985, along with all of the Clash of the Champions we've done, the JV Goon Squad shows, and the World Class shows with Lance and myself at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Once again.
Wait, what about the NFL preview shows where this year both of your analysts have 0 teams in the Final Four?
You can also get that on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. And more than anything, we did an Ask Doc last year, which was probably 4 to 5 parts. I think we did an Ask Me last year, which was another 3 or 4 parts. And we did an Ask Harper that took 7 parts to do. All available on Patreon, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Great way to support the show. Not only support the show, but get tons of extra shows.
Hey,
tons.
It's a great way for you to be a part of the show. As a patron, you get to ask questions and like we actually, now that we got Harper dialed in on how to do this, you get to basically interact with us.
He's funny though when he doesn't want to answer a question. though. He listens and then
he gets a little fussy.
He doesn't really get not the fussiness. He listens. He'll like start answering, but he doesn't answer the question. He like just starts talking about something else. Like the question will trigger a thought in his mind, unrelated to the question. And I'm like, okay, can you answer the guy's question? And he's like, I did. No, you didn't.
I did. What do you want?
No, you didn't.
What do you want, Michael?
Right. All right. Well, let's rate it. Hand out the Toot Toot. Doc, what are you rating this one?
It was long, and there was a lot of filler.
Is that what she said?
But it wasn't bad. There was good stuff in it.
A lot of filler, though.
Yeah, I'm going to say B+.
B+. Okay. I have to agree with you. I think I'll go B+.
There you go.
Lengthy episode. A lot of filler, for sure.
But there were some good moments.
All right. Who gets the Toot Toot or the Rolex from you?
Oh, there's 2 people in my mind. 3, actually.
Okay. Let's hear it.
On a night where you said Heenan wasn't that good, I thought about Heenan. Also thought about Dusty because Dusty was really good. But, man, Stone Cold put that bass in his voice at the end, and I'm giving it to Steve Austin.
Man, I had to go with Austin because he was really good in the match, for one, that they had at the main event.
He's bumping around like a fool.
Yeah, I mean, he's making everybody he's in the ring with looking good. And then the promo at the end was great. So Austin gets it. So we had the same thing, B+ and Austin. Wow. All right. Well, before we get out of here, quick reminder. I talked about Patreon a second ago, but on Patreon, I started loading the Smoky Mountain Wrestling video versions that we did. So
my God.
Those are being released every Sunday night, just like the old Smoky Mountain show got released. So if you want to relive Smoky Mountain Wrestling, the video versions are slowly, every Sunday night, being re-released. Because remember, they were taken off of YouTube, not by us, by others. They're being re-released on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. I think 3 or 4 of them, 4 or 5 actually at this point, have been released on Patreon. So you can relive the old Smoky Mountain Wrestling show, the video versions on Patreon at this time. Other than that, when you see the show posted on X or Blue Sky or Facebook, please repost. Please share the show. Doesn't cost you a dime to do that. It's greatly appreciated. And the other thing, don't forget to submit your 5-star review. We will read it on air, just like we did this week when Cody Meek sent his in. We look forward to hearing from you there and reading your review. If you've already submitted one, try to submit another one. If it pops up, we'll read it. On that note, Doc, anything else before we get out of here and ride off into the sunset? Because we've been going 2 hours now since we were trying to get Harper on and before his internet went out.
Hey, buddy, you stay safe out there. It's going to be an ice storm. It's probably going to kill us this weekend. So you better stay inside, stay warm. Don't go roaming around and slip and fall and break your back. You just stay inside, sip your little Hennessy and watch you some football, and we'll all be okay, all right?
Sure thing, Chief.
Sure thing, Chief.
All right, man. Well, why don't you hit the tagline since Harper's not here and we got out of here?
Book it, bitch.
Hey, everybody, it's AIEZE, Eric Bischoff. And let me tell you something. If you're not already a Booking the Territory Patreon subscriber, you're missing out on the real deal when it comes to classic wrestling talk. Doc, Harper, and Mike, they're not just fans. They live and breathe this stuff. And here's the kicker. Over on their Patreon page, you get even more. We're talking deep dives into the Clash of the Champions, every WCW pay-per-view through early 1994, classic world-class championship wrestling. And yeah, even those off-the-wall JV Goon Squad shows. This isn't cookie-cutter podcasting. This is the kind of unfiltered, entertaining, can't-miss content that makes you remember why you fell in love with wrestling in the first place. So do yourself a favor, head over to Patreon, search Booking the Territory, sign up, and get in on the action. Trust me, if you love old school wrestling, this is where you want to be.